Did you know willpower isn't a fixed trait, it's a muscle that gets tired? We've all been there, PM hits, and suddenly we can't say no to that cookie. Now we know it's not weakness, it's fatigue. The answer lies inside willpower, rediscovering the greatest human strength. And we're about to shortcut right to it. Did you know willpower isn't a fixed trait, it's a muscle that gets tired? We've all been there, PM hits, and suddenly we can't say no to that cookie. Now we know it's not weakness, it's fatigue. Roy Baumeister says willpower is like a muscle. But why do we feel it run out by the end of the day?
Exactly. Every time you make a decision or resist a temptation, you're using up willpower glucose. By evening, that tank is low.
That makes sense, but for someone with a 9-5 job and a family, how do you fight that PM slump without crashing?
First, your brain needs glucose to refuel, but not just any sugar. Eat a 150-calorie snack with protein and fiber like an apple with peanut butter. It's called the 3 p.m. snack rule. It stabilizes your energy and boosts willpower for the rest of the day.
If willpower is a muscle, how do we work it out to make it stronger?
Small, consistent acts of self-control. Like brushing your teeth with your non-dominant hand or standing up straight for 10 minutes a day. Over time, these tiny wins build stamina.
That sounds simple, but how do we turn those tiny acts into a habit that sticks?
Use the 21-day mini-habit challenge. Pick one tiny act, say, drinking a glass of water before coffee every morning. Do it every day for 21 days. The key is to make it so easy you can't say no. After 3 weeks, it becomes automatic, and your willpower muscle grows.
The book mentions glucose is key to willpower. Why does what we eat matter so much for self-control?
Your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain that handles willpower, runs on glucose. When levels drop, it can't function as well. That's why you crave sugar when you're tired. Your brain is begging for fuel.
But what if someone has diabetes or can't eat sugar? How do they keep their willpower up?
Choose low-glycemic, low-GI foods that release glucose slowly. Think oatmeal, nuts, or Greek yogurt. I call it the GI food cheat sheet. Keep a list of these foods handy. They'll keep your glucose steady without spikes and crashes, so your willpower stays strong.
When willpower runs out, we make impulsive decisions like buying something we don't need. How can we stop that?
Precommitment. That means making decisions in advance when your willpower is strong. For example, if you're trying to save money, freeze your credit card so you can't use it on a whim.
How do we actually set up those pre-commitments so they work when we're weak?
Use the Precommitment Pact. Write down one specific impulse you want to stop, like online shopping, and create a barrier. If it's shopping, give your credit card to a friend for a week. The physical barrier makes it harder to act on impulse, and by the time you get it back, your willpower has reset.
Some indie blogs say willpower is just privilege if you're stressed about rent or food. How can you focus on goals? What do you say to that?
Willpower is a universal resource, but stress and scarcity drain it faster. If you're worrying about survival, you have less willpower left for other things. That's not weakness, it's biology.
So for someone living paycheck to paycheck, how do they find even a little willpower to improve their situation?
Simplify your decisions. The more choices you have to make, the more willpower you use. Try the decision minimalism checklist every day. Cut 3 small decisions like what to wear, pick a uniform, or what to eat, meal prep. Less decision fatigue means more willpower for the big stuff, like applying for a better job or saving money.
Procrastination is the enemy of willpower. How do we get started when we don't feel like it?
The 5-minute rule. Tell yourself you'll only work on the task for 5 minutes. Most of the time, once you start, you'll keep going. The hardest part is breaking inertia.
But what if even 5 minutes feels impossible, like when you're drowning in work?
Pair the task with something you enjoy. For example, if you hate writing reports, do it while listening to your favorite playlist. I call it temptation bundling. The pleasure of the playlist makes the task easier to start, and once you're in the flow, the willpower takes over.
Is willpower something you're born with, or can anyone build it?
It's a mix, but mostly built. Studies show even people with low initial willpower can improve it with practice. Think of it like learning to play an instrument. Anyone can get better with consistent effort.
For someone who feels like their willpower is weak, where do they even start?
The progressive overload plan. Start with a task that's 10% harder than what you can do now. If you can't resist checking your phone for 5 minutes, try 6 minutes tomorrow. Gradually increase the difficulty every week. It's the same way you build muscle slowly, over time. Soon, what felt hard becomes easy.
Sleep and willpower are linked. Why does a bad night's sleep kill our self-control?
Sleep restores your willpower muscle. When you're sleep deprived, your prefrontal cortex is less active, and your amygdala, the part that handles emotions, is more active. That means you're more impulsive and less able to resist temptations.
But what if someone has insomnia and can't get enough sleep? How do they protect their willpower?
The sleep prep routine. For 1 hour before bed, turn off all screens, phones, TVs, laptops. The blue light suppresses melatonin, making it harder to sleep. Instead, read a physical book or take a warm shower. Even if you don't fall asleep faster, this routine signals to your brain it's time to wind down. So your willpower gets a better chance to recharge.
Does willpower spread to other people? If my friend has no self-control, will it affect me?
Absolutely, willpower is contagious. Studies show if you hang out with people who have strong self-control, you're more likely to develop it too. The opposite is true too. If your friends are impulsive, you'll pick up those habits.
But what if I can't avoid people with bad habits, like a coworker who always brings donuts? How do I stay on track?
The accountability buddy system. Find one person, friend, family, or even an online group who shares your goal. Tell them your plan and check in with them every day. When your coworker offers a donut, text your buddy for support. The social pressure helps you stay strong, and their willpower boosts yours.
Long-term goals like losing 50 pounds or writing a book require constant willpower. How do we keep going when progress is slow?
Break the big goal into small, measurable steps. Instead of lose 50 pounds, aim for lose 1 pound a week. Small wins give you a sense of progress, which fuels your willpower to keep going.
How do we turn those small steps into a daily routine that leads to the big goal?
The daily goal tracker. Every morning, write down one tiny action that moves you closer to your big goal, like walk 10 minutes or write 100 words. Check it off at the end of the day. Over time, these small actions add up, and the tracker gives you a visual reminder of your progress. It's simple, but it works because progress is the best motivator for willpower.
When we fail, like eating the whole pizza, we beat ourselves up. Does that make our willpower stronger or weaker?
Weaker. Self-criticism drains willpower because it uses up emotional energy. Self-compassion, treating yourself like you'd treat a friend, actually boosts willpower. It helps you bounce back faster.
How do we stop the self-criticism and start being kind to ourselves when we fail?
The 3 R's of self-compassion. First, recognize the failure without judgment. I ate the pizza. Second, reframe it. It's one mistake, not a pattern. Third, reboot. Tomorrow I'll get back on track. Write this down on a card and keep it in your wallet. When you fail, pull it out and read it. It's a simple tool, but it stops the negative spiral and lets your willpower recover.
Is there a limit to how much willpower we can have? Can we ever max out permanently?
No, willpower has a daily limit, but you can expand it over time. Just like a muscle, the more you use it, the bigger it gets. But you also need rest days. If you push too hard, you'll burn out.
For someone who's already burned out from work and family, how do they find time to rest and rebuild willpower?
The weekly reset day. Pick one day a week, like Sunday, and do nothing that requires willpower. No work, no chores, no goals. Just do something you enjoy. Read, hike, watch a movie. This day lets your willpower muscle fully recover, so you're ready to go again on Monday. It's not lazy, it's essential for long-term willpower strength.
Wow, so willpower isn't about being perfect. It's about understanding how it works and giving it the fuel, rest, and practice it needs.
Exactly.
Start small, be kind to yourself, and remember, every tiny win builds a stronger you.
So today, pick one of these tools like the PM snack rule or the daily goal tracker and try it. Your willpower muscle will thank you.
And if you fail, just reboot. Willpower is a journey, not a destination. Keep going.